Yeah. Really? And sometimes they ask themselves, are you okay? And then I don't answer nothing. I say, yes. They say yes themselves. Are you okay? And then no answer, yes. It's like that. Yeah. Oh, they can talk all day. Beautiful. Yeah. And if you don't understand English, shame on you, huh? Okay. So we get back to the essence. Yesterday we learned about the pre-initiation 7 vows, remember? Just similar to ours, yeah? Yeah. Almost identical, eh? Except the language written maybe a little bit different, but we can make out that they are really same like us. And I'm sure they practice the same right and south method because it's mentioned everywhere. Yeah. Anyway, I give you one at a time, eh? Okay? Alright. So today I tell you how they live, okay? According to the document that is written down in the Dead Sea Scroll, they have discovered many things from the essence as well. And now we see how do they live, okay? Their life, their lifestyle. According to the research about the essence, they say their teaching and their influence are left marked everywhere in all kind of different religious scripture and tradition. Yeah, even Zoroastrian and in the Bible and Zarathustra and even in Adonic culture of Phoenicians, of Alexandrian school of philosophy of Egypt. Yeah, many religions has their trace. Okay, so now we are going to check out what do they do. You see, mostly all these documents are found in the Dead Sea Scrolls, which they have unearthed, not long ago, some years ago, and they have found these great teachings. Yeah, and Jesus belonged to this order. Yeah, all right, we all do. Okay. From the remote ages of antiquity, a remarkable teaching has existed, which is universal in its application and ageless in its wisdom. Fragments of it are found in Sumerian hieroglyphs and on tiles and on stones dating back some 8,000 or 10,000 years. Some of the symbols, such as for the sun, moon, air, water, and other natural forces, are from an even earlier age, preceding the catalysm that ended the Pleistocene period. How many thousands of years previous to that the teaching existed is unknown. But I'm sure it came from the beginning of mankind's existence, right? Because whenever there is mankind, there must be a teacher for them. Yeah? According to this research, this book, to study and to practice the teaching of the essence is to reawaken within ourselves an intuitive knowledge that can solve our problems and the problems of the world. Wow. Isn't that great? I wish everybody practiced the teaching of the essence. Yeah, we are. Yeah, but not everybody else does. That's a pity. Yeah, because it's such a treasure. Traces of the teachings have appeared in almost every country and religions. Yeah, its fundamental principles were taught in ancient Persia, Egypt, India, Tibet, China, Palestine, Greeks, and many other countries. But it has been transmitted in its most pure form by the essence, that mysterious brotherhood, which lived during the last 2 or 3 centuries before Christ, and the first century of the Christian era at the Dead Sea in Palestine, and at Lake Mareotis in Egypt. In Palestine and Syria, the members of the Brotherhood were known as Essenes, and in Egypt as Therapeutae, or healers. Yeah, they take on different names. The esoteric part of their teaching is given in the Tree of Life, in the essence communions with the angels, they call it. You know, like we meditate, they call it the communion with the angels. In a way it is, yeah? It's just more descriptive. When you say communion with the angels, yeah? And when you say meditate, they don't know what we meditate on. But if you say communion with the angels, then it's probably more descriptive and more clear, no? And the sevenfold peace, among others. The sevenfold peace I read to you yesterday, yeah? That means the sevenfold vows, yeah? Okay. The exoteric or outer teaching appears in Book 1 of the Essence Gospel of Peace. I read some of them to you, maybe last retreat. And the recently discovered Dead Sea Scrolls. Recent means several years back, huh? Yeah. The origin of the brotherhood is said to be unknown, of course, nah? We don't even know when they exist or when they begin. And